Ian Rush has 19 goals this season for Liverpool and Wales, and if he can't get his 20th today on a ground where Liverpool have failed to score on 7 of their last 8 league visits, then his fellow countrymen hope he will do so at Cardiff next Wednesday to send Wales to the European Championship finals. Either way, Rush has to beat a Yugoslav goalkeeper, because Coventry have recalled Radi Avramovic in preference to Perry Suckling, even though they're unbeaten in the 4 league games Avramovic has missed. There's also a return for transfer-listed Jerry Daly, who's been out of the side for over 2 months. He's in midfield because Steve Hunt is suspended and Ashley Grimes injured. Liverpool welcome back Kenny Dalglish, who's missed the last 2 matches with injury. He replaces Michael Robinson, who's out until the new year after an ankle operation. The selection of Ronnie Whelan has brought a transfer request from Craig Johnston, who is dropped to substitute. This afternoon's referee is David Letts of Aldershot. Coventry start the match 6 points behind Liverpool. The incentive, obviously, from their point of view, to reduce that gap to 3, although Coventry have played better away from home than at home in their good spell. They're in the sky blue. And here's Kenny Dalglish with some wintry sunshine creeping through the clouds here. Coventry's free kick to be taken by Stuart Pearce, who was playing in the Alliance League just a couple of months back. Looking for the tall figure of Dave Bamber, number 9. Little Gibson is there. And a good effort. And Gomar didn't hold it. And he held the second one. He didn't. It's there. And Platnauer got in to score. Grobbelaar in despair. Terry Gibson caused the first concern. Grobbelaar didn't hold his shot. In came Nicky Platnauer. Got a jab on it. It hit the goalkeeper and it rolled. Yes, he went his head to it as well. Over the line. 40 seconds is the time of the goal. And Nicky Platnauer, 22 years old, who came here from Bristol Rovers following the manager Bobby Gould, is the scorer. What a start then for Coventry. It's Platnauer's 4th goal of the season. And the blame is surely to be apportioned to the unfortunate Bruce Grobbelaar. They caught him cold. Pearce. Bamber is offside. Gin. Roberts. The runner is Sammy Lee through the centre, and Allardyce has to be aware of him, and he was. Terry Gibson goes down and a challenge from Ronnie Whelan, free kick. Daly to take, Bamber is coming in now, it's a good header. Oh, he's hit the frame of the goal. A fine effort by Dave Bamber. Whelan, Dalglish, Nicol. Phil Neal pressed forward well there. Wasn't quite found, but here's Nicol. Lee. An interception there by Daly. Neil. Dalglish. Arms round the waist a little there. The referee has played a good advantage, and Jerry Daly, and they've beaten the offside trap with David Bennett. There are three the other way for Coventry. And Bennett may go again, and Gibson off the post and in by little Terry Gibson. 2-0 to Coventry. And what a start they've made here. Bennett made the running, Gibson turned it on, and Liverpool saw the ball go back in off their post and can only reflect again that the square line defence can be punctured if you play the right ball and beat the line at the right time. That's what Coventry did, and they've reaped the benefit. 19 minutes gone, 2-0, and Gibson actually only the fourth striker to score against Liverpool this season in open play. Most of the goals against them have come from penalties or midfield players, but he took that one well. Well, what a good run by Bennett initially. He took them on, and he appeared to have lost control at one point in it, but he kept possession. A little bit of luck there maybe, but you need that. But how well Gibson finished it all off, and Liverpool, frankly, was standing watching. Well, it set the match up beautifully, that, because Liverpool now have got to survive the storm and then come out and produce championship football to get back into the game. And Souness. Dalglish, he's found a gap here, and was brought down by Platnau, was he? No, corner. Graham Souness made a forceful appeal to the referee as Dalglish went down. Platnau was the defender. The referee decided he went for the ball. Lee with the corner. And Rush. Oh, and Dalglish doesn't often miss from there. Hit it well enough. Liverpool don't score many goals from corners, but Rush flicked that on, and Dalglish was too high. But a warning to Coventry that there's a long, long way to go. Forward by Jerry Daly, who's relishing the recall. Been on the transfer list for quite a while, but he's got a chance to rise to the occasion today, as indeed have all these Coventry lads. And so far, they've grabbed it with both hands. Good stuff. Neil. Here's Sammy Lee. Souness. Neil's up again. And there are four waiting in the centre for Liverpool. And the goalkeeper, stretching a bit, did the right thing. He wouldn't have caught it. Michael Ginn, looking for Bennett. Coventry have got Bamba watching Neil, but the mistake was further forward, and here's Rush, and he can finish, but he's not going to have that goal allowed. He was offside. The flag was up on the far side fairly firmly and fairly quickly as Sammy Lee put the ball through, and Ian Rush thought he'd made it 20 goals this season, but turned round to find that it was a free kick instead. Offside. Roberts. Bennett takes on Hansen this time, and he gets round again, although Bennett has actually taken the outside route against Kennedy, and Hansen, and he's profited from it several times. He forced a corner there, which Gin will take. And Bamba is forward, and Gibson shot, and number 3. Grobbelaar stands and wonders what's happened here. And what has happened is that Liverpool are 3 goals down. And Terry Gibson, twisting and turning, might have got a deflection off Sammy Lee, but Grobbelaar didn't do all that well either. And Gibson has scored 2. Right on half-time. Look at those supporters. They can't believe this. Highfield Road buzzing as the champions get taken apart. Grobbelaar made a present of the first goal to Nicky Platnauer in the first minute. Terry Gibson came along with 2 more, and Coventry City, nearly relegated last season, but now with a new team, leave the field to a standing ovation. I was talking to Bobby Gould this morning about Liverpool only conceding 14 goals in 26 matches this season before today. Now his Coventry side have put 3 past them in 45 minutes, which must have stung Liverpool's pride. But I wonder if Gibson and company can sustain their momentum in this second half. Bamba is the man on the far side. Back in again by Gin, offside against Gibson. And Bamba. Little Gibson trying to get inside, but Lawrenson's ball. Kennedy well forward. Dalglish. Little chip in, and Nicol was stealing in on this side. It's Souness with the shot. Gibson. Oh, that's well played. And Terry Gibson, is it his hat-trick? Oh, Grobbelaar made a fine save. That'll make up perhaps for 1 or 2 of the earlier ones, but Terry Gibson must have thought he was on for his hat-trick, and not many people get those against Liverpool. He did the right thing, he tried to clear the advanced goalkeeper, but Grobbelaar so athletic there. Corner to Coventry. And a flick on the near post, always a good ploy when you've got Allardyce in the side. Here's Rush to Lee. Good tackle by Pearce, and they're away again. Platnauer. Well, that would have been a better ball had he played in the first division, maybe a little bit longer. There was a little anxiety creeping in there from a lad who really, at the beginning of the season, couldn't have dreamed he'd be on the same pitch as Kenny Dalglish. Souness. Well, the important thing from Coventry's angle was not to allow Liverpool back into the match the way teams have in the past. They haven't so far, but Liverpool are still coming forward with Kennedy. Souness. Hansen. That's Kennedy's cross. Was just a flick by Pearce, took it away from Steve Nicol. Fiercely driven by Alan Kennedy. Here's Nicol, and Lee, and Nicol again. Good ball, Dalglish. crossed that well, but Peake also responded. Here's Lee. And again, Nicol well forward here for Liverpool. Back heel to Dalglish, side netting. Good build-up play by Steve Nicol. Bamba, Gibson, oh, that's good football. Bennett. Bamba might make something of it yet. Platnauer! If only every team would use a winger and get the ball wide the way Dave Bennett has gone wide for Coventry today, football would be a lot better to watch at times. They've used the width. He got a poorish cross, it looked at first, but Bamba made something of it. Platnauer just the wrong side of the post for Coventry. Here's Sammy Lee. Test for Pearce when the ball's played into that area, but he's withstood it well. Neil with the header back. And Gibson has beaten Neil. Is it on here for number 4? Gin and Bamba to his right, and Gibson has completed a hat-trick. What a marvellous day for Terry Gibson and for the supporters. Bobby Gould on his feet, but so are plenty of people in the ground. 6 minutes from the end, Coventry have made it 4. Bobby Gould is concerned about the pitch invasion, and he's right about that. But Gibson has made a contribution here against the league champions that he will never ever forget. Came to Coventry from Spurs, only 5'5", but when he beat Phil Neal there, he had 2 choices. Does he pass to his right, or does he go on himself? He curled it round Grobbelaar, in off the post. It's 3 goals for Terry Gibson, which makes it 11 now for him this season. But more important, it's 4 for Coventry, and Liverpool in danger of suffering their worst defeat for some time. I can recall a 5-1 at Aston Villa back in 76, I think it was. But they don't often concede that many goals, and they're 4 down here. Gibson's up there again. He's even testing the taller men in the air now. Here's Kennedy. Oh, good ball, Whelan. And Kennedy for Liverpool. Shot blocked by Bennett. Substitution by Coventry City. Dave Bamba is going off. And as he gets the applause, the man coming on is Graham Withy, former Bristol Rovers player. And Withy's first touch is to clear the corner. This is Nicol for Liverpool, fouled by Withy. Having just come on, protests. But anything Liverpool get now will be merely a consolation. And Souness to drive, and rush to pounce. No, Pearce was there. And the referee has awarded a goal kick. Withy. One of the most dramatic afternoons and results of the season so far in the First Division, as the champions and leaders go down 4-0 with Terry Gibson scoring a hat-trick for Coventry City, whose recently assembled, fast-improving side, put together by Bobby Gould, show that they mean business in Division 1, and that their form this season is no fluke. 3 up at half-time, conclusive winners. They'll remember this day at Highfield Road for some time to come. Coventry City 4, Liverpool 0.
And they deserve to. The Coventry lads did themselves a favour and the whole of the league at the same time by proving that if you've got the enthusiasm and the will to win, never mind where you come from, you can beat the very best. To win was most creditable. To annihilate Liverpool, remarkable and mind-blowing for the little man who rubbed salt into their wounds, Terry Gibson.
What was the mood actually in the Coventry dressing room before you came out?
The team spirit has been, fabulous since I first came. But today, it was that extra special. I think there was a lot of people here, and the ground was full up, and there's people walking around the offices, and trying the photographers and cameramen. So, and we was playing Liverpool, so it's a special day for us really. And we're all just pleased everything went right, with the crowd being as big as it was and the cameras being here. We're just pleased everything went right.
So what you're really saying is that special atmosphere for an occasion like this got through to the team?
Yeah, I think we came out first 5 minutes and we scored, and I think it's the best we've played at home this season. And it just shows. Best we played, and it's against Liverpool, so we couldn't have picked a better team.
Nicky Platnow got the first goal. You then proceeded to score the next 3, and our viewers have enjoyed them tonight. What do you remember about them?
I think it was Dave Bennett went through and he got tackled and the ball ran to me and I just got a toe poke to it. Then for the second one, Dave Bamber got up and nodded it down, and I turned and whacked it. And the third one, it was 2 Liverpool players went for the same ball, and it bounced through and I just had the goalie to beat. Just slipped it past me as it came out.
Terrific day for you, holding the match ball there, and rightly so. Were any of your family here to see it?
Yeah, my mum, dad and my wife and my little sister were here, so it's the first hat-trick I've scored in the first team, so they'll all be pleased. So I just got to get the ball signed now. I haven't got it signed, I didn't know what to do with it.
You seem to know what to do with it to me. Well, we can't leave that match without a word from the Sky Blues' new messiah, Bobby Gould, who I signed on as a 16-year-old apprentice for Coventry after he'd been previously rejected. But my goodness, he's a hero now and reveals a little of his philosophy.
I'm a forward, always have been a forward, and I'm a great believer that you've got to put the ball as forward as quickly as you possibly can. And that's what we've done. I thought the front 2 played magnificently today, David Bamber and Terry Gibson. But in saying that, it was a great team performance.
Having been a forward yourself, what sort of advice did you give, say, Bamber and Gibson today? Because they did unsettle the Liverpool defence, didn't they?
I'm not telling you, John. Because we've worked hard at special things at Coventry and also at Bristol Rovers last year, and I think it produces a lot of attacking play, and we're going to keep working at what we believe in.